is doing well, because I'm also fine. So in this lesson, what I'll be doing a general solution, which is also called a general equation. Do you see? General solution, which is also called a general equation. So in order for you guys to understand what a general solution, I can just come on this graph there. This graph there, it is the sine graph there. A graph, guys, in maths, we also call it a function. So this thing, it's a function for what? For sine. This is a sine function, this one. Do you see? Yeah. So all of this graph there, it is representing for sine. And now what you should understand, a function, it can be represented by y value there, meaning that this a sine graph, it can be represented as y, it is equal to sine there. Y, it is equal to sine. So this is what I need you guys to understand. If the value for y there, I can just let it to be 1. The value for y, I can let it to be y. What will be the value for x here? So what I can do, for me to find the value for x, I should solve for x. I'll drop the value for x, then I apply the rule, which symbol says that it's sine arc 1. And when I press my calculator, I'll find out that shift sine 1, the answer that I got there, it's 90. That thing there tells me that's a 90 degree. Do you see? So it means that when the value for y, it is equal to 1, it means that I will be having 90 degree. And that thing, guys, it does make sense to you that these are the y value and these one are the x value, this one. So it means that if the y value is there, it's 1, it means that here I'll be having what? I'll be having 90 there as my answer. Do you see? But at the same time, guys, I will also got these values there, 450 there. Do you see? Yeah, here. And if you can take a look, if I can say to you sine 90, I will end up getting that 1 as the value there. Sine 90, I will get that 1. Then what about sine 450 there? 450, still I will get 1. Do you see? Here. Then what about sine negative 270 there? If now it's negative 270, what will I get there? Negative 270, still I'll get positive 1. Do you see? So what I need you guys to understand, when I'm solving for x, I will only get one value there. Do you see? Which is that one value, it will be only sine there. But at the same time, a sine function, it got many values which will be included. Do you see those values? It got many values which will be included. Something like this there. If I can say now my y value there, my y value, that y value, I just say it is 0.5, and I want to find the value for x there, it will be what? What will be the value for x there? For me to find the value for x, I will solve for x. I will drop the value for x, then I'll just say sine arc there, sine arc, which is 0.5. That x, guys, this x, it represents the angle. I'll drop the angle, then I apply the rule, which symbol says sine arc 0.5. So let me press this thing, guys. Sine arc there, shift sine arc 0.5, meaning that I'll just go to what? 30 degrees. That's a 30 degree. So it means that when the y value, it is equal to 0.5, I'll get this thing as 30 degree. So let's try to go to our graph and try to read this thing. It means that when the y value it's 0.5, it means that the graph there, it will be reading what? It will be reading 30 degrees. Here it will be reading 30, but at the same time, guys, this graph, it will also got these values here. At the same time, it will got that value here. At the same time, it will got that value here. Do you see? And those values, guys, I don't know them. Do you see this value? I don't know the value which are there. So in order for me, guys, to get these values, I will get what we call general equation. A general equation, guys, which is also called a general solution. We use a general solution to generate specific values in a graph there. Do you see those specific values in a graph? These specific values, because 0,5 will also have the value here, will also got the value, will also got the value here, which is the value there we don't know, the value there we don't know, even here we don't know, even as well as this one. So between here I should got some values there here. Do you see? So what I need you guys to understand is that if I'm trying to solve x like this, I will only got one value there, and that one value, it is what you call a reference angle there. A reference angle, guys, all the time it will be between 0, a reference angle, it will be between 0 degrees and what, and 90 degree, a reference angle. It is all the time between this one. Do you see? So by understanding that reference angle, guys, it's good, very, very good. Please know that thing, a reference angle. So now let me just show you what a general solution. How can I generate those equations? What I will do, guys, this is the equation that they gave me, and on this equation I'll start by finding what we call a reference angle, which now we know, we just say a reference angle, it will be just sine arc 0,5. And now our reference angle here, or right here, it will just be 30. This thing there is our reference angle. Do you see? But a key thing, guys, that you should understand is that now we know our reference angle, we should know our general equation there. For you to get the general equation, just apply your Cartesian plane. All students take coffee here. All students take coffee. And what I will do, I will go whereby sine is representing the answer. Do you see that answer? It's positive. It means that also sine there is positive. Sine will only be positive here and there. And remember, guys, here and there we also got our position, which the position here it's theta, here it's 180 minus by theta, here it's 180 plus theta, 360 minus theta. But that theta, guys, it will be representing our reference angle. That theta there will be representing our reference angle. And now I know this thing there, I will have a general equation on first quadrant, even as well as what, as second quadrant there. Second quadrant there. So now let's go ahead, guys. For you now to apply what a general equation, this is what you should understand. We usually say angle, this one, angle. I hope, guys, this angle is correct. Angle, it is equal to position and reference angle. Say plus period there, period k there, and put k there. Period will go with k, and the period of the graph, guys, because this thing is sine, when it is sine, the period it's 360. For both, guys, cos and sine, it's 360. But if it's tan, that thing they will just give you what, 180 there. And you will put that k there, meaning this thing they should have k there, our period. So once, guys, you understand what I did here, it's angle, which is equal to position and the reference angle plus period. So once you understand this, you can come and apply it here. This is how I will apply that information now. I'll just say that angle, the angle, guys, that I'm referring, it's the value for x there. This is the angle, that one. I'll just say here angle is equal to position and the reference angle, meaning that a position, guys, from the first quadrant, it is this one, but and the reference angle, and say plus the period and k there. When I substitute here, this thing there, my reference angle I got there, it's 30 plus 360k. Do you see? But it's also, guys, good for you to say that k is the element of all integers here. K is the element of all integers. Then for this one there, you just say x is equal to, which is that x there, it's an angle, and say position and reference angle there. The position, guys, and the reference angle, our position on second quadrant is this one, minus by the reference angle. And at the same time, I'll just say plus 360, say k there. So when I substitute here, I know now my what? I know now my what? My reference angle there, which is that reference angle, it's 30 plus 360k. Both of those two things, they are numbers. They will give me 150 there. If I can press the MoMA calculator and say k is the element of integers there. Do you see? So what I need you guys to understand, these two things there are not like term. You can't collect them. You can't add them. They are not like term. This one, it has k. The other one doesn't have k. So now what I need you to understand, this will be the final answer for the what? For the general equation. The general equation, guys, it can help me, this equation, to find all of those values that we're talking about here. All these values. It can help me to get all those values. But now, guys, how do you get those values? Using your what? Your general equation. Using this general equation, guys, this is what I will do there. I got this general equation, which is this plus 360k. And I told you that k is the element of all integers. So what does this thing mean? It means that k there, it can be negative 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, or 1, or 2, or 3 there. Yeah. So it means that that k value, it can be negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, or 0, or 1, or 2, or 3, or whatever. Because integers, guys, they start from negative until positive there. Do you see? So what I will do there, I will just substitute one of these values there. The moment I substitute one of these values, you will find out that you will get one of these points. Something like this then. Let me just press this thing down my calculator, which is 30. That's 30, which is plus 300. And now I can just substitute here, which is, I can substitute negative 3. Do you see the value that I get? This value, guys, in this graph name, because our graph, it didn't continue, it's supposed to be there on that side. But let me just try 2 there. Do you see that 2? That 2 there, it give me what? It give me negative 690. Negative 690, guys, it is between here, that value. Let me just do this. That value, guys, it is between here, meaning that value is that one. Do you see? So now let's try negative 1. Putting 1 here, meaning now I'll get negative 330. Negative, guys, 330. That value, I think it's supposed to be here. That one. That one's supposed to be here. Do you see? Yeah. Then so here I can just, let me just put this value. It means here we just got what? Negative 330. Yeah. Then the other one there, it was just negative 690 there, here. Then for this one, then what about now if I can put here negative 2? Okay, negative 2, I put it. What about 0? So 0 is that 30, which is 30 we already generated. Then what about 1? If now it's 1, it will be 390. That 390 is supposed to be here. 390. Do you see? So this is the use, guys, of a what? Of a general equation there, that it generates these values. And now if I can also take the second one, if I can also take this one then, this taking this equation there will also tell me other specific values. Let's put here starting with what? 0. If I can start with 0, I'll get 150. That 150 is supposed to be here, 150. Do you see? Yeah. So even if I can put some more values, the more guys I substitute here where there is k, these values, these kind of values, I'll end up generating all the values which are supposed to be here. Do you see? So that is the useful guys of a general equation. And for this lesson, it wasn't the plan guys to make it to be long, but I hope you benefit a lot just for understanding general equation. Then for the next lesson, I'll be doing more practice. Just stay with me. All the best in your studies.